this is a pretty common algebra problem where you're given kind of a prompt, almost as a word problem, but not very descriptive, in terms of you have a set of integers that sum or sometimes difference minus sum to some result, some number. What are those integers? And kind of the basic steps that you'll follow are right here. You'll first want to understand the problem. Often where I see students struggle with this is just the wording. There are just certain words in there that they aren't sure about. And then step two, making an equation out of it. Step three, solving that equation. And then step four, make sure you understand what the answer is and what actually you were looking for. So the problem is, and I kind of summarized it here, there are three consecutive odd integers that sum to 117. What are they? So we've got consecutive, meaning one right after the other. And then we've got odd, I don't know how to describe that, super easily. Just it's easy, like 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on. Those are our odd numbers opposed to our even numbers. And then we've got integers, which are just any of our whole numbers, natural numbers, including the negatives. But here they're summing to 117, and they're all consecutive, one right after the other. So I guess sum we could also say is adding. I guess just to go back to integers, again, that's all the whole numbers, natural numbers, including the negatives. And so we're looking for what are those three consecutive odd integers as we sum them. So to write our equation, let's call our first integer, our first odd integer, x. Okay, so we're just defining x as that first integer. So if x is our first integer, then our next, that meaning the consecutive, the next odd number wouldn't be x plus 1, right? Because if we have like the number 2, the next number is 3, so that'd be 2 plus 1 is 3. So like x is plus 1 is gets to our next number, but we want the odd number. So we're actually going to skip over that next number and go to the next number after that. So x plus 2 is equal to our second integer. And then x plus 4 is equal to our third integer. So if x is representing that first integer, and we're just deciding that that's where we're going to start, then x plus 2 is the next odd integer. X plus 4 is the next odd integer after that. Another way to think about that is x plus 2, because I'm taking the second odd integer and adding another 2 to get to that next odd integer. So we just call it x plus 4. So the question or the prompt says that x plus 2 plus x plus 4, the sum of all these should be equal to 117. And so that's what our equation is going to look like. X plus 2 plus x plus 4 equals 117. And then we can solve it from there. We'll combine all our like terms. 3x, x plus x is 3x, plus 2 plus 4 is 6 equals 117. We want to isolate our x, so we'll subtract 6 from both sides. So that's 3x equals 111. Excuse me. We subtracted 6 from 117, so we got 3x equals 111. Divide both sides by 3 because 3x is multiplication, and we want to take them apart. 3x equals 111, x is equal to 37. If you take 111 divided by 3, you get 37. And so that is part of our answer. I guess I kind of solved this here. We'll put this down here just to show you this is what we're doing. Sorry, I want to make this a little smaller. Here, I'll just do a new one. So to understand our answer, we found x to equal 37. So that means x plus 2 would equal 39, and x plus 4 would equal 41. And so there are our answers. Those are our answers, 37, 39, and 41. Those are our three consecutive odd integers that if we add them all up, they will equal 117. And again, we found that by making an equation and then solving that equation.